Hi, and welcome to another edition of Azure Everyday. My name is Steve Hughes. I'm currently the Director of Consulting here at Pragmatic Works, and we welcome you. What I'd like to talk to you today about is what we're seeing in our customers and what they're looking for in sales cycle related specifically to advanced analytics, machine learning, and similar data science type topics. As we work with our customers, part of what we want to do is help them have a growth strategy and understand where to move from what they're doing today and move into what they're looking at tomorrow. Like something I like to call future proofing. While nothing is truly future proof, at least planning ahead so you don't design yourself in a corner is important. So when it comes to data science and machine learning and similar topics, what we're looking at typically is a scenario where a customer may already have built out a data warehouse solution in Azure, or they may be working on one right now. If they followed our guidance, typically their data lands in Azure Blob Storage or the data lake and is basically staged there, which allows it to be easily accessed by other tooling. Along that line, what we give them guidance on is if they've never had any experience with machine learning or data science, or trying to get their feet wet, understand if it's going to be beneficial, what the goals are around it, then what we see and what we want them to have is the opportunity to do that easily at a low cost. Azure Machine Learning Studio provides just that type of opportunity. What we want them to do is dive into Azure Machine Learning and work in the studio in a simple drag and drop fashion and try to basically build out a solution that is fairly straightforward and easy for them to handle. Now, as those of you who are listening and have been doing data science for a while are like, oh, that's not the greatest solution. You know what? For folks who are in entry level, trying to understand how it fits in their world, it's a perfect starting point. What this allows us to do is actually isolate algorithms that could work, find gaps in the models that we're working with, but still test and verify that we're on the right track without having to go out and learn a bunch of R packages or Python packages in order to move to the next piece. But because you actually take the time to learn and understand what's in Azure Machine Learning and the capabilities there and the types of algorithms that you use to actually build your models, when you go to the next step, you can do a number of different things. If it works great, you can actually productionize that and really use it in a way that you can attach it to web services and other tools and not go beyond that. Maybe that's exactly what you need and fits your needs. As you start to advance more, you're probably going to be looking at R or Python. And once you get into that realm, you really need to start looking at other tools and other options. One of the things that is out there to consider is, and the next step is using Azure Databricks, for instance. Azure Databricks, you can create notebooks that allow you to actually build out the next step of your solution. And this is really, really important because you really want to not bind yourself in a corner. So as long as your data is in Azure storage, you've refined it, you've got some work done there, you can now move forward with more advanced techniques using Azure Databricks and the machine learning capabilities there. And as you continue to move forward, you may find other open source tooling, other things that you want to do around this. You might want to use RStudio with SQL Server. There's a number of other options that allow you to continue to expand on everything you're learning and what you've done. My point in all this is that as you start to move that forward and you start to look at what next steps are, it's never a bad thing. It's always a good thing to start with the simple and move to the complex and make decisions then about things like, do I need to ramp my staff up on Python? Do I need to ramp them up on R? What are we already working in? What are those things I can leverage and use? But at the same time, not lose momentum around the data science and what you're trying to understand in machine learning and learn. One of the cool things about Azure Machine Learning Studio, by the way, and Azure Machine Learning in general, there are a bunch of already pre-built solutions that just require you to plug your data in and try it. So I encourage you, if you're kind of new in your journey on data science and want to try something at a low cost and low risk, but still get an understanding of the potential benefit of using machine learning and similar tooling, Azure Machine Learning is a great place to start, knowing full well that you can jump into Databricks and other advanced techniques without really losing the effort you put in. You might have to do some rework, of course, but that's how things go as you move to the next tier of things. But this at least allows you to get started and enjoy the opportunity to start out in your data science journey and get started there for a low cost. So that's one of the great advantages of doing this. Don't bind yourself in a corner, give yourself the opportunity to do more work. It's awesome. Thanks for taking time to listen to me today. I hope you have a great afternoon, and we'll look to hear about more. If you want to know more from us about what we're doing in machine learning and similar type areas, Click the link below for more information. We'd love to talk to you about it. Thank you and have a great day.